Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of the video, today I'm going to be talking about some tips I have in order to homeschool affordably. I know it can be very overwhelming sometimes to think about everything that you might need in order to homeschool, thinking that you need it all in order to do so effectively, and that's not necessarily the case at all. I know there's a lot of people who get caught up in wanting to buy every curriculum that there is, and it's just simply not necessary. So I just wanted to talk about some ways that you can homeschool your kiddos affordably. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. So you guys should be proud of me. I actually wrote everything down so I didn't have to sit here and try to remember, because you know my mom brain is just everywhere sometimes. So first thing on my list is you do not need a fancy curriculum, especially in the younger years. Now, children under the age of 6 tend to do most of their learning through play and exploring nature and things like that. So having, going on a scavenger hunt, or talking about the colors in a rainbow, or just playing I Spy for the colors and things that you see, like while going on a walk, are all going to be effective ways for you to be able to teach your kids shapes, colors, numbers, and stuff like that without even having to have a fancy curriculum in order to do it. Now, thriftbooks.com, and for those of you who haven't been on there before, they have a bunch of gently used books that people basically sell to them, and they sell to people for a discounted price. And there are homeschool curriculums that are on that website as well. A lot of moms tend to not actually use the workbooks, especially if they have multiple kids. They'll put things in sheets, or they'll either laminate it or put it in sheet protectors, and then when they're done with it, they'll sell it on either Facebook Marketplace, Thrift Books, those kind of things. So always check out those websites to see if there's anything on there at a discounted price before you go ahead and pay full price for it, because especially if you only have a singleton, because then you're never going to use it again after you pay for it. But that is a place that I would check for any curriculums that you are looking for, to purchase them secondhand, to make things more affordable and to extend their original life. The third thing on my list is going to be the library. Now, the library is every homeschool mom's best friend. You have, at least out here in Chicago, you don't have a limit on how many books you can check out at a time. Technically, they have unlimited renewals unless there is a hold on that specific book that you are checking out. Then you can't renew it multiple times. You only have it for the 3-week allotment, and then you have to return it. But books, all of our Christmas books, all of our seasonal books, instead of sitting there and buying all of those, I just rent them from the library, and I usually try to put them on hold a week or two before I need them, because it usually takes about a week or so for them to get it in if they don't have it in, or transfer it to from one branch to another, because the Chicago Public Library has so many branches. I don't even know how many we have, but honestly, we have a bunch. So if there's one library that doesn't have it, 9 times out of 10, another library is going to have it. So you can just select the library closest to you, and they'll transfer it over, and then you could pick it up there. Another great thing about libraries is that they have story time. So you can check their schedules to see when are their story times. It's a great way, especially for younger kids, for you to be able to get out the house, meet some kids their age, do a reading time, and then an activity or a craft with it, is very beneficial. And then they also have computers that you can have. So if you have an older kid who needs a computer for something and you don't have a computer at home, the library is going to be a great place for you to be able to take them in order to be able to use those computers. I'm not sure if this is a Chicago specific thing, but with our libraries, we have free museum passes. So you can check out the passes for a week at a time, and it's for a family of 4. And then anything extra you would have to pay for, but at least the family of 4 would be covered. And it gets you in for free to the Shed Aquarium, the Planetarium, the Field Museum, the Museum of Science and Industry, and then a few other locations in Chicago as well. You just check these out, and then you can use those for a week and then return them. And it's nice because you can use those to plan your field trips, so you can plan around whatever you're learning about in school. You can coordinate your field trips with those museum passes and be able to take them to those places for free. And then also, if you bring your own lunch instead of eating there, that's also going to cut your costs as well. And then you can have a nice little field trip with your kids and not have to worry about dropping a lot of money in order to do so. So that's a really good benefit of our libraries. Like I said, I'm not sure if that's a Chicago specific thing or like other libraries have something similar to it, but definitely get to your local library and check it out and see what benefits they have for you there. So this is what we're using specifically for our school year for my older son. Like I said, he's going to be 6. So last year we did like a soft launch of kindergarten, and this year we're going to go into more of a formal kindergarten curriculum, and we are going to be using The Good and the Beautiful. And they actually have their math, language arts, and one of their science units on their website for free if you download the PDF version. Now, as we know, curriculum books can come with a whole lot of unnecessary pages, and printing all of that out would be expensive if you do it all at the same time. But one, I have an HP ink subscription for my printer, so it's like a downloaded. I don't have to pay full price for my ink cartridges. I only pay $4.99 a month. Or not $4.99 a month, but $4.99 anytime I have to renew my ink cartridges, which is a huge money saver because ink is expensive. And 2, I buy my computer paper from Costco because honestly, it's the best deal for printer paper. And I'm not printing out the entire 200-page curriculum. I'm only printing it out as needed, and that does save a little bit of money because you're not wasting all your ink at the same time. And then you don't need 300 sheets of paper all at the same time, if that makes sense. So my next tip is going to be the Dollar Tree, especially for school supplies. And especially with little ones, because let's be honest, things dry out, caps get lost, things get broken. So there's no point in spending money on like the name brand school supplies when you can just get them from the dollar store. And 1, it's more cost effective, and 2, you can get more bang for your buck. I think when I was there, they had like an 8-pack of glue sticks for $1.25. Are they going to be the best glue sticks in the world? No, probably not. But you get 8 of them for $1, and in this day and age, that's basically unheard of. The Dollar Tree also has very good storage containers and organization supplies. I think that's mainly what they're known for now, is all of their containers that they have and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend checking out a Dollar Tree. And my last tip would be to use Google or the internet in general. Teachers Pay Teachers is a really good website, and it's stuff that's made from homeschool moms, teachers, that they sell to other teachers and homeschool moms, and it's for pretty affordable prices, or for free depending on who you're getting it from, what you're looking for, that kind of stuff. And you would honestly be surprised with the amount of information you can find just with free homeschool curriculum for whatever grade level that you are teaching. It is a little more time extensive, however, it's worth it for you to be able to just pull different pieces together to make a cohesive curriculum for your homeschool. And like I said, it's time consuming, but I think it's worth it if it makes it easier on your pocketbooks. And that is it, guys, for my tips on how to homeschool affordably. If there's any other seasoned homeschool moms out there and you have your go-to websites, or you have any other tips on how you homeschool affordably, please feel free to drop them below in the comments. And just remember that you do not need everything that is pushed for the homeschool community in order to homeschool your children effectively. I will have a few other homeschooling videos going up hopefully this month. We are starting as of right now, it's not like official yet, but a tentative start date for our homeschool is going to be the last week of August. I just have to get a few more things in place and finalized before that's our for sure go-to date. But I do have a few more homeschool videos coming out, hopefully sooner rather than later for you guys. But yeah, if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.